So our bands are on the floor. Let's stand up nice and tall. When you're ready, take those feet to pizza and parallel. You're going to ground your feet. What does that mean? I want you to just feel like your feet are spreading out onto that floor. Make yourselves heavy against those legs, those feet. See if you can make them spread out and really feel strong against the floor. Now your knees are still off of bend. You've got a heavy tailbone. We're going to wiggle ourselves nice and tall and find our connections. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift our arms up to the ceiling. Now none of this is passive. Exhale, tuck the chin into your chest, start your roll down. Make it nice and controlled, work through each and every vertebra. You're gonna drop those chests, lengthen those tailbones, make yourselves as long as you can. Inhale, soften knees. Exhale, start to drag yourselves back up, stacking each and every vertebra. When you get to your standing, you're gonna inhale strongly, lifting the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, blow it away, chin into chest, round yourselves through. Tummies are working hard both ways to control this. Lengthen, lift those tailbones nice and strong, then soften, round yourselves up, stack the hips, peel the spine. One more time, inhale with strength. Exhale, blow it away, feel the connection into your core as we drop the chin, round through. Come all the way down, and here you're gonna hang. Lengthen that tailbone, drop your chest, reach through those legs. Have a nice big breath here. Now, grab your rubber bands if they're in front of you. If they're not, don't worry. And then we're gonna soften those knees, round ourselves back up again, and come back up to standing. Nice work. Okay, so you're still standing nice and tall. You're holding your rubber band about the distance of your hips. And you're just standing tall. Now, can you reground those feet if you've lost that? Now, all I want you to do is inhale, lift these shoulders up, and then exhale, slide them down. And right now, you're just holding the band, lifting and gliding. Lifting and gliding. One more like this. And now, inhale, lift. Exhale, glide down, and then open the arms out to the side. Now, this isn't a strength move. It's a connection. So I want it to be a tight enough band that you're only able to maybe open those bands 2 inches either side. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down, open out. Now shoulders are down, and as soon as you open those arms out to the side, you should feel the connection through your shoulders, but more importantly, the connection into your core. Just feel how that bit of resistance makes everything get a little stronger. So let's use the rubber bands today for awareness as well. One more. Shh. And relax. Take the bands just a little bit wider. You're going to take your arms to shoulder height and then take them behind you. And it's just going to go behind your head, not all the way down. And then forward again. Now, it's a smaller range of motion than we normally ask for. So here's your first rib challenge. Can you keep those ribs down? You still need shoulder movement, but don't let them start lifting up towards your ears. And the ribs are starting to struggle to stay down. So do your best. You're pulling those tummies in and up. And we're starting to get that opening up through the chest, opening up through those backs. 2 more. 1 more. Arms come out in front. Now I want you to turn your palms so they're facing forwards. Your palms are upwards towards the ceiling and they're shoulder height. Now, think of our rhomboid press up that we do where we just move through our sternum. It's a very small movement. I want you to inhale, slide the arms and the shoulders away from you. So you've moved maybe 1 inch. And as you glide those shoulders back, you're opening the chest and your shoulder blades are trying to come together, but they don't move very much. Stretch forward, stretch back. Now keep the palms facing upwards. That's going to challenge your shoulders. All right, we're moving through the entire shoulder girdle here. And you're going to feel just that whole shoulder moving. You're going to feel the chest, the breastbone, maybe a little bit movement. Now, reach out long. When you come back in, draw the shoulders back and then do a gentle outward pull. Inhale, slide. Exhale, draw, open up. Good. So, keeping these arms at shoulder height, they're starting to get heavy. You're working quite hard through that shoulder girdle. Small movement. Open out wide with that arm. And now those shoulders are working hard to connect. 3 more. Good. 2 more. And 1. Come back to center, drop the arms. Turn your palms so they're downwards again. When you're ready, we're gonna take our arms up and over completely. Now, make that rubber band wide enough so that the shoulders are stretching and your range of motion is there. And don't worry if you can't get all the way behind you. This is part of the stretch. We want to get to a point where we can do this with ease. And then to do it equally so that both arms come over at the same time, at the same height. Good. We're gonna go for 3, 2, ribs are down, hold 1 behind you. Now your palms are facing forward. I want you to wrap your hands once so that the palms are facing behind you. And now, keeping those arms nice and long, all you're going to do is open out to the side. Now keep the necks long, keep the shoulders down, tummies are still in, feet are still grounded. So you're gonna feel again, more work into those shoulders and upper backs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold 1 open and now take them up. So keep that outward pressure. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop those arms. Now, you have quite a bit of distance here between our bands. I want you to choke your band. So what that means, I want you to just grab it tighter in the middle. It might be as tight as, if you extend your 2 thumbs so that they're touching, that's about as tight as you want it. So when you go to pull on the band, it's a very tight pull. Now, keep your elbows drawing towards each other. Tummies are in, we're nice and tall. Draw the elbows up. They're moving maybe 2 inches, folks, and slide back down. So don't let your elbows go to the side. You get a bigger movement, but that doesn't get into the muscle we want. You want the elbows drawing together, and it becomes a very small, tight pull, and it goes straight into your deltoid, straight into the top of our shoulders. Now, sit up tall, tummies are in, small glide here. On your next push down, open up that band. You're barely able to move it. Lift up, drop down, open it. Feel the tightness come through right through the front of our tummy. My shoulders are killing me. Here we go. We have 4. Open. 3. Elbows drawing towards each other. 2. And 1. And relax. Take those rubber bands, undo them, and then bring them back out in front of you. Now you're going to have a wider arm opener here. So it's a little bit wider than a third and a third. Find your comfortable stance. Now take your right hand and anchor it into the air. If you can keep it in front of your thigh, great, but if it ends up resting against your thigh, it's fine. Left arm goes up to shoulder height. Right arm anchored, left arm shoulder, tummies in, lift to the diagonal and down. Now, listen to your rib. Don't let that diagonal become this huge reach because the rib lifts. It's a diagonal with control. Don't let the right arm move, that's your anchor. And you should feel that shoulder blade wanting to lift, or the shoulder wanting to lift, but that rib is keeping it in control. 3, 2, and 1. Good, change sides. Left arm anchors, right arm is shoulder height, lift up. Now, if you're right side dominant like myself, all of a sudden you go, well, that's not so bad. Left side is a real struggle for me, but this side, rib stays down, shoulder lifts with ease. So it just shows you strength difference. We have 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back to center, shake out your shoulders. We're not gonna add to this. Now, the best way I can describe the addition to that movement we're doing is I want you to push your armpit forward. I'll show you quickly. We're gonna anchor again and lift our arm up to the diagonal. We're then gonna look at the hand, and then you're gonna push your armpit forward. Now, it's not a lean, it's an armpit forward, and you're gonna feel the front of your shoulder open up, a big extension through the back of the shoulder and neck and upper third of your back. It's a very small movement. Find your height, find your tummies. Right arm anchors, left arm shoulder height. When you're ready, we're gonna lift it up to the diagonal. We're gonna look at it, push your armpit forward, your arm moves maybe ½ an inch. Center. We're gonna lift, look, armpit, center. Lift, look, armpit presses, center. Look for the lengthening out of that shoulder. It's gonna be tight, That little armpit press is going to make that shoulder just work that little bit harder. Keep your necks long, keep those tummies in. We have 2 more. Lift, look, armpit. Lift, look, armpit. Good work. Shake out that shoulder. Back to our right arm. Left arm anchors when you're ready. Let's lift it up. Look, armpit. Lift, look, armpit. Tummies are in. Your shoulder should be down. Ribs should be down. You should feel that opening. A nice stretch out of the shoulder. Takes a little bit of effort. 2 more. 1 more. And you're down. Nice work. Just relax those arms down and then just find that lift to your shoulders and drop. Lift and drop. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Nice work. Sit down at the front end of your mats and let's get ready to roll. Okay, I want you to sit on your mats and take your rubber bands, making them nice and flat, and place them around the ball of your foot and your toes so that it's as flat as you can make it. I don't want it jumbled up at your arches. All right, now here's the first upright position. So in a perfect world, you can get your legs straight and you can get 90 degrees out of those hips. If this is not a possibility, then I want you to bend your knees, and that's fine. It's more important that you're at 90 degrees. Now, your feet are hip distance, as if you're standing up. Feet to parallel those feet, make sure they're a nice distance, and then majority of us have purple bands. I want you to shorten those bands quite a bit. Maybe take a good chunk of a 6 inches off of each one, and then find your height. So we're nice and tall, and if you can't get tall out of these backs, then bend those knees. Now, our arms are currently floating in midair, parallel with our legs. Tummies are in, necks long. I want you to draw these arms out wide and down towards your hips, and then control as you push them back forward. So they'll go out wide and down towards your hips. Now, as you go wide and down, those crowns go tall. So you're going to get wide, you're going to get taller with each movement. Good. Make sure those feet stay hip distance. Now, take 3 counts in your head to get back, and then 3 counts to put those arms forward again. I don't want the arms to just ping you. I want them to be controlled both ways. So if you don't let that rubber band just ping forward again, notice the opposition muscles having to work after you've pulled back. Heels are pushing away, crowns are reaching tall. Shh. 1 more. And then stay here. Nice and tall, tummies are in. Tuck your tailbones, whether your legs are bent or not, and start to roll yourselves to the floor. Use the band to allow you to go nice and slow so you can get each and every vertebra down. Hip center, inhale, reach and exhale up. Pull yourselves tall. Sit up, go again. Tuck through those tailbones. Look at the tummies. The arms are just along for the ride. Your rubber band should be tight enough that you can get through each and every vertebra quite knowingly, because we're not rushing through, we're not jumping through that middle back. It's that lower back that I want you to really try and curl and feel go into the floor. We've got 1 more, folks. Take it down, and then you're going to sit yourselves right back up again. Back up into your seated position. Legs are bent or straight. Heels reaching away. Take the arms out wide and down. You have 8. Wide and down. Control at both directions. You've got the movement now. Let's make it work hard and strong for you. So reach out of the heels. Pull up out of those crowns. Arms are strong both directions. Feel the tummies working. We have 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Now, everybody bend your knees. Now, they're not a tight bend. It's about 2/3. They're a longer bend in that knees. Your feet are firmly at hip distance. Tummies are in. Tuck your tailbones. Roll yourselves down to the bottom of your shoulder blades and stop there. Now, your shoulders and your heads are clearly up off the ground here. You're looking at your tummies. Your arms are completely relaxed down by your sides, as are your arms. Now inhale, as you exhale, you're gonna round up strongly to the top of your pelvis, and then control as you go to the bottom of those shoulder blades. Now, this is a small movement. The rubber band is going to make it fluid for you, but what I want you to do is slide those ribs strongly to the front of those pubic bones, the front of those bony hips. Your arms are not pulling, your shoulders are relaxed, your necks are relaxed because they're right on top of your shoulders, and you're keeping this roundedness in our backs. Bottom of the shoulder blades, top of the pelvis. Bottom of the shoulder blade, top of the pelvis. Strong pull from the front of our tummies for 3. For 2, you're gonna round all the way up for 1. Stay nice and tall, knees are bent. Find your broomstick spine. Lean back about 45 degrees. Don't let the heads dangle, and let's row a boat. Now draw the elbows up. Draw them wide. Squeeze these shoulder blades behind you. Lengthen. Good. Nice strong backs. As you row your boat, you get taller through those crowns. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your tailbones. Roll yourselves to the bottom of those shoulder blades again. Now, arms are long by our sides. I want you to lift up your top, I want you to lift up your right arm. Place it long and in between those knees. I want you to twist strongly and look at your left shoulder. Both arms stay long. Now you're in the bottom of your shoulder blade. Now exhale, lift up to the top of your pelvis and back to the shoulder. Pelvis, shoulder. Now don't let the right leg start to pinch inwards. You're still pizza parallel, feet nice and strong, so that's going to contribute. You're moving through your right oblique, so you should feel the waistband down into our hip, wrapping from our back into our front, working hard. Arms are long and relaxed. They're just helping hold this pinch. Breathe for 3, 2, round up on 1. Sit up tall, relax your shoulders. Find your broomstick, lean back, another rowboat. Pull and pull. So you're leaning back to add the weight. If you didn't have your rubber band, your torsos would be much heavier. So squeeze and lengthen those necks, crowns, and shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Tuck those tailbones, round yourselves down, bottom of the shoulder blades. Look firmly at those tummies, arms are long. Now, feet are still parallel, left arm between the knees, twist and look at your right shoulder. Stay twisted as you lift to the bottom of the top of the pelvis, bottom, lift, bottom. So bottom of that shoulder blade, top of the pelvis. Feel the left side pulling strong. Both arms are long and strong. Really rotate to look at that right shoulder. We have 4. Feet are still parallel. 3. Tummies are still drawing in. 2. Round all the way up on 1. Lengthen those legs if you're able to get 90 degrees out of those hips. Now, keeping your rubber bands where they are. If they prove to be too tight in a moment, then adjust as needed. Feet flex, pressing through the heels. Shoulders down, necks long, crowns tall. Bow and arrow. I want you to draw the right elbow back as the palm turns upwards. Twist to that right arm as that left arm goes long out to the side. Slide through center, rotate around your spine. Left elbow pulls back, right arm goes long and straight out to the side. Now, if your rubber band is too tight, you're going to struggle to keep your shoulder blades down. Keep turning that elbows hand up towards the ceiling, if you can. Now, don't lean, even a millimeter. Bend the knees if you feel like you can't control the lean, and you're rotating. Feel the twist come from the waist. It doesn't come from our hips. Those feet are flat. The arm that goes long and straight to the side is the one that shoulder wants to really reach and lift. Don't let it. Find your stretch in this, but it does require strength. Good. Control it both ways. Shh. One more each way. Slide and glide, shoulders down, necks long, slide and glide. Back into center, tuck those tailbones, take yourselves all the way to the floor. Once you're down, bring those knees into your chest. Now, we're going to take those legs up to the ceiling. Your elbows are into the floor against your waistband, grounded. Now, with those rubber bands, you can adjust them if you need a little bit more length to get these elbows grounded. Now, necks are long, tummies are in, hips are reaching away from us. Now, if you need to bend these knees at all to be comfortable in this position, go for it. Now, keeping those legs strong, I want you to hold the left one still, take the right one away, center, away, center. So you're just pushing the right one away as the left one stabilizes. Now, your torso, what's it doing? Reach the crown, push the tailbone, get the ribs down. You've just gained a millimeter in height there. Still using the control of our tummies and our ribs to help stabilize these legs. Right one is still the only one moving. Now let's change. Let's keep the right one stationary, left one moves away. Shh. Good, nice strength. Push it away. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees in, give those hips a rest. Give yourself a breath, lengthen those necks and crowns, shoulders down when you're ready. Inhale, exhale those legs right back up again. You're now going to open both legs out to a V. Open out, pull back in. Now feel the hips and the thighs working. Feel that equalizing pull in those tummies right across the front, even across those lower backs. Feel the muscles connecting as these legs work hard. And a soft knee, absolutely fine, folks. Good, you have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees in, have a breath. Now, our next one, we're going to keep that outward pull a constant. Necks long, shoulders down, tummies in, heels lifted to the ceiling, slight bend, absolutely fine, open to your V. Now hold it here, and now bend these knees to a tabletop, press the heels back up. Bend to a table, press up. Now keep these legs firmly outside there, really pressing against your band. Don't let the knees become pigeon knees or knock knees. I want them to be strong, straight ahead knees, even though there's that strong outward pressure. Good, we have 4. Reach the heels, lengthen. Shh. 2. And 1. Legs together, knees in, take your rubber band away from those feet. Nice work. Find neutral. Feet are back onto the floor. We're going to hold these hands, our rubber bands into our hands, about a third, and a third. Bring the heels in a little closer to your back side. When you're ready, drop the arms behind you, only to arm elbow height, not elbow height, ear height. Lengthen arms, tummies and ribs are down. When you're ready, shoulder bridge, inhale. Press through the feet, exhale, lift those hips, lift our hips up. Now, find your best shoulder bridge. Reach through the fingers, reach through those knees, tuck the pelvis. Bring the arms overhead so the rubber band is across your thighs. We're going to draw these arms down for 10, 9. Keep those bums lifting. Good. Don't let them fall just because there's a downward pressure. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. As you exhale, take the arms back behind you as you roll yourselves back down into neutral. When you hit your neutral, you're going to roll yourselves right back up again, taking the arms back overhead. When your hands get to those thighs, you're going to pull down once on your rubber band and then roll yourselves back down again. Now, there's no speed in this. There's control in this and strength in this. You keep your hips tucked as much as you can. You keep those shoulders open, our ribs down. Shh. Use this movement to really open up and lengthen those backs. Shh. Tuck that pelvis, pull down. Let's do one more. And on your next one up, hold those arms across your thighs again. And we're going to do another 10 pulls when you're ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold one down. Arms are hovering strong. Push the bum cheeks up, up. A little pulse through our bums. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll yourselves down. Nice control, nice breath. Take the arms back behind you. When you hit neutral, I want you to come right back up again. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Now bring these arms so they're parallel to those thighs. Now reach through the knees and the crown, shoulders relaxed, arms are long. Hold this position. Now I'm going to ask you to start lifting and lowering legs. If it becomes too much, then come back to this. Tuck those pelvises, keep our bums high when you're ready, if you're ready. Right knee goes to tabletop, extend. Lengthen to the knee, lift and touch your band. Lengthen and lift. Don't drop your left bum cheek if this is too challenging. Hold your length. We have 3, 2, and 1. Fold that leg down, hips are high and square. Left leg table extend. Right bum cheek stays high. Extend, lift. Knee, band, knee, band, knee, band. You have 3, 2, 1. Fold that leg down. Hold yourself strong. Tuck your pelvis. Press out of the knees. Inhale. Exhale down. Nice work. Relax those arms by your sides. Okay, when you're ready, we're going into double leg extension. Tummies are in, ribs down, tabletop. Exhale those heads up. Reach as high up your shins as you can with your bands. Relax the shoulders from your ears when you're ready. Inhale, arms and legs long. Pull the band out behind you. Exhale in. Inhale out, pull. Exhale in. Reach away and drag. Good. Keep it controlled. Keep those heads up if you can. I want you looking to the big toes, no matter how low or high they stay. Don't sacrifice lower backs. We're working hard today on these arms, these shoulders, these back extensors. Breathe. Reach out of toes. Lengthen out of arms and crowns. Let's hold our next one long. Reach and open. Stretch and lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center down. Give yourselves a wiggle. Give yourselves a breath. Good work. Okay, feet flat. I want you to, your arms are probably fine where they are, but if you find in a moment that the rubber band's too tight, then open them up wider. We're going for crisscross, but we're going to start with our feet flat, just so you get the upper movement, and then you might decide that that's heavy enough for you today before you go into full extension if you go there. Neutral, tummies in, necks long. Let's reach ourselves up. Bring those heads up, reach towards those knees. Now, when you're ready, twist gently to the left. Pull the left arm away from you as you look at it, and then back into center. Twist to the right, look away. So the hand that's anchored stays between those knees. The hand that's pulling away, you look at it and look out to that corner. Now, shoulders stay down away from our ears. The hand between the knee anchors, the other arm draws away. If it's too tight, open up these arms wider against that band. Take it away. Let's do one more like this. Each side. Shh. And away. Good. Come back down. Adjust those bands as you need to and decide if you want to add the legs to it now. Tummies in, necks long, tabletop. Bring the knees in a little tighter. Exhale the heads up, nice and strong. Relax your shoulders. Right leg long, left arm pulls away. Stretch it, center. Stretch it, center. Now, don't get so wrapped up in the pull that we forget to reach out of those hips. Those knees, not knees, our toes, our crowns. Try and clear those shoulder blades. Try to keep them up off of our ground. And don't start swinging wildly. Take it slow. Reach it long. Breathe. We have 3 more. Press. And away. Use those noisy exhales. Shh. One more. Shh. Center down. Nice work. Give those tummies a wiggle. Give those necks a twist. I hope where you are in your house or outside, it's lovely and cool. I'm roasting in here. All right. When you're ready, shorten that rubber band distance between those hands. We're going into single leg extensions. Lengthen necks and crowns, tummies in. Knees at hip height. Hip height, tabletop. When you're ready, heads come up. Now, don't lose your form. Take your left leg long, open your band. Take your right leg long, open your band. Now, get your head higher. Put it up on top of those shoulders. Curl higher into those upper abs. Slide out of the hips, slide out of those toes. Reach the fingers long. Pull with the thumbs. Good. Lengthen. Chin is soft towards those chests. Breathe. Breathe. Now hold your constant on that arm and slide the legs. Hold your constant. Good. You have 3. Shoulders down from the ears. 1 more. Center down. Nice work. Give yourselves a wiggle. Nice work, folks. Okay. We're going to take our feet flat onto the ground again. We're going to lengthen necks and crowns and find your perfect neutral. Arms come above our faces. Now, when you're ready, tabletop. Extension if you can. Now, reach those legs long, and I just want you to gently start crisscrossing your ankles. If there's a bend in those knees, absolutely fine. Just make sure you're moving from the hip, not just the knee. Lengthen as best you can. And now we're going to crisscross those ankles and then open wide. Add the arms. Criss, cross, open wide. Criss, cross, open wide. Good. Now, stay in this position if this is working for you. Otherwise, lift up your head and look through those knees. Make sure the shoulders stay down away from our ears. Now your feet are up 90 degrees from our hips as best you can manage. If you're feeling strong today and you know your lower backs won't lift, feel free to take these ballerina legs a little bit lower. It will add to the weight of those middle and lower backs and thighs. Don't sacrifice anything. Make sure lower backs are still neutral. Tummies are still pulling in. As you open the legs, notice the thighs get a little stronger. Let's go for 3. Necks long. 2. 1. And we're down. Nice work. Give those legs and shoulders a break. Nice big breath here. Feet flat. When you're ready. We're going to take these arms overhead. You're going to reach long through crowns, through fingers, through torsos, and now drag the shoulders away from our ears and connect. Pulling the ribs down when you're ready. Inhale. Exhale, lift up into a sit-up. Get as high up those knees as you can. Open the band. Come back down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Shh. Open. Now, as we open, we lengthen the necks. Our shoulders stay down away from our ears. We slide those ribs closer to those bony hips. Chin gently goes into the chest as we look through the thighs. And you curl and noisily exhale. I want you to really think about the front of your tummy sliding towards the hips. That's how the muscle connects. It's sliding as it's getting tighter and stronger, pulling the hips and ribs closer together. Shh. Good. 2 more, folks. Shh. 1 more. We're going to hold it up. Bring those hands above those knees. Drop your shoulders, lengthen necks. Tummies come in as strong as they can. Open out to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take yourselves down, arms overhead. Have a nice big breath. We're going up again to do obliques. Inhale. Exhale, slide and glide strong. Hold the left arm still. Pull the right one away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, stay connected. Inhale. Exhale, strongly lift up, look through the knees for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Stay connected, stay strong. Long necks. Look through the knees for 3, 2, 1. Change. 3, 2, 1. Down. Big breath, big connection. Re-lengthen those necks as we lift and take it away for 2 and 2. And you're down. Inhale, exhale, lift strong. Pull up high up those knees. Take away on the right for 1. Left, 1, 1, 1. Get up high, stay high. Work through these shoulders and obliques. 3, 2, 1, you're down. Nice work. Shake out those shoulders. Have a nice big breath. Have a wiggle. All right, let's give our shoulders a break. Let's take our right foot and place it into the middle of your rubber band. Flatten it out so it's across the ball of the foot and those toes. Don't just crunch it up between your arch, please. Now, purple bands, take at least 3 inches off each side. Anchor the elbows into the ground against your waistband. That's where they're going to stay. Now, I want you to create as much resistance against this band because we're going to go into single leg circles, and I want this leg to have to push hard. So if you're not getting a good tug on your band, take another inch or 2 off. Now, lengthen your necks and crowns, ribs come down. Take your left leg as straight as it works for you in neutral spine. A bend in the knee is fine. Don't move those arms or hands. Let's flex our right foot strongly, cross midline. Now push hard into your band as you start your circle and lift. Now keep this movement strong and long. Hips are still stable. You have the advantage of the band holding the weight of your leg. So what can you make better? Is it your range of motion? Is it a straighter leg? Because you can hold that leg at a slighter angle so it allows the hamstring to lengthen. Find what you can make better and stronger and continue to push hard and long into that rubber band. At the same moment, lengthening those crowns and feel how that right side gets longer as the right leg and tummies and hips are working hard to stabilize and strengthen. 2 more in this direction. 1 more. Hold center, lengthen necks and crowns. Let's reverse it. Make it as wide and as strong as you can for you. Hips are still both on the ground, pressing through bums, thighs, tummies. What can you make better? Can you lengthen that leg a little longer because you can let the weight sit into your band? 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg up to the ceiling and then lengthen your arms. Now, your rubber band's going to go slack, so let the right leg drop until it tightens up that band again. So it's now holding the weight of your leg. We're going to go into a single leg teaser, and it's going to be your balance in a moment that's your challenge. So lengthen the arms, let the leg take the slack out of the rubber band, tummies are in. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your right leg as you lift your heads and try to hold yourself up on those bum cheeks. Good, so 1 leg is up, 1 leg is down, you're seated, but you're at an angle. Good, now push your leg into your rubber band, lengthen your arms and curl yourselves down, 1 vertebra at a time. Feet of the leg and the arms come flat onto the ground, you're lying down. Inhale, exhale, lift the leg up, lift those heads up, see if you can control this lift. Good, left leg stays on the floor, curl yourselves back down, control that lower back. Now, if you're pulling through your shoulders and arms, tighten up your band and try to keep your arms long. Let's try this 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Try to pull on that tummy more than the band. Lengthen those arms and that right leg. Reach through those crowns. Come back down. Control. Roll through each and every vertebra. You've got the strength. Push harder into your band for control. Head comes down. Right leg goes back to the ceiling. Bring the left foot in. It's flat on the floor. And pull back on your rubber band. Maura, you're going to have a nice little stretch here or practice your teasers if you like. Everyone else, I want enough pressure and pull back on these rubber bands that when you point and flex, you get a nice workout through that ankle, that calf, and those feet. Find your breath, find your length through that torso. Point and flex, make the calf work, make the foot work. And now hold your next point. Spread out your toes and circle from your ankle. Make it as strong a circle as you can. And then reverse your circle. Try and spread out the toes. It works those feet a little harder. And then hold your point. Bring this leg back towards you in a little bounce. Now, as you're bouncing, we're trying to lengthen that hamstring. So how's the best way to do this? Just gently pull back on your band, allow it to ping you towards your nose, and at that same moment, what are our other 2 points? We have our crown to reach and our tailbones to reach. Now, on your next one, let's hold this leg as close to your face as you can. Press the heel towards the ceiling, press the tailbone away, lengthen your necks and crowns, inhale. As you exhale, draw that leg a millimeter longer towards you if you can. Press the crowns and tailbones longer if you can and feel both halves of our bodies lengthening. Bend that knee, relax that leg, and change the feet over. Put the left foot into that band. Make sure it's flat across the ball of the foot and those toes. Right foot onto the floor. Now, depending on how much you shortened your band, you might need to give it a little bit more length to go into your circles again. Elbows onto the ground, necks long, crowns tall, tummies are in. Take your right leg out of the way as much as neutral spine still works for you. When you're ready, stable hips, push across midline, press into your rubber band and circle. Reach across, circle, good. Press long into the band, don't move the arms, don't move those elbows. Your necks and crowns push long at the same moment that these legs are reaching. Let that leg get straight. Let the weight of the rubber band or the weight of the leg sit into your rubber band so the leg can circle lower than it normally does because you don't have to worry about the weight on your torso. Hold center, tummies back in, reverse. Sweep out wide, press long. Hopefully you're feeling the length coming through those lower backs. It's a great decompression if we can get it there. Your chins are still soft. Your necks and crowns are still reaching. Your leg is still circling strong with stable hips. One more. Hold center, good. Now, lengthen that leg back to the ceiling, extend your arms, shorten your rubber band a bit if you're not sure of your single leg teaser. Let the left leg drop until your rubber band is tight again. Inhale, strong tummies. Exhale, drop the left leg, round yourselves up. Sit up tall, the right leg stays on the ground. We're gonna curl our way through each and every vertebra. Pull on the band, push against it with your foot, create that tension to give you control. You become flat onto the floor, inhale. Exhale, push up, round through those backs, reach through those arms, beautiful. Press into the band, pull on those arms, curl through each and every vertebra. Slow your descent. One more time, lift up nice and tall. Good, lengthen. Exhale down. Once your head's down, that leg goes straight back to the ceiling. Draw the right foot in so it's flat. Shorten your band as much as you need to. When you're ready, we're gonna point and flex again. Make sure there's enough resistance with this band that you're working. Lengthen those necks, get those chins soft, ribs will come down. Hold your next point, spread out the toes, round through those ankles. Work into the foot. I really want the foot to feel this. Ankles will too, calves will too. This is all gonna help strengthen these lower extremities. Better balance. Reverse. Hopefully less sprained ankles in the future. And then hold your gentle point and add your bounce. Now, as you're bouncing, lengthen your necks and crowns, press the tailbones away, and you haven't done very much, but you should feel a tallness come through those backs. Keep this hamstring easing itself a little bit longer, and then point the toe and pull it as close to your face as you can. Reach out of the crown and the sit bones, and now draw the heel towards the ceiling. Try to lengthen the back of that leg. Inhale, as you exhale, push the heel, the tailbone, the crown. Gently pull on the rubber band, see if you can get another millimeter out of it, and then relax the leg to where it's comfortable. Now, here's our challenge. Take both feet up into that band. Keep your rubber band as short as you like. Feet are together. Now, we're gonna go into double leg teaser. The advantage is both legs are a little bit heavier, so they're gonna ping you up a little bit stronger, less on our tummy. But Your tummy's gonna need to work a little bit harder to make sure you stop on those bum cheeks. So lengthen your arms and your necks. When you're ready, tummies come in, ribs come in. Inhale. As you exhale, drop both legs as we lift up the crowns. Ping yourselves up and see if you can get to your teaser position. Now, it's not easy, folks, so do the best you can. Drop your shoulders. Here's our strength move. Push both legs into your band. Pull back with the arms. Lay yourselves back down onto the floor, nice and flat. Stay strong in those lower backs. Inhale. Exhale, ping yourselves up. See if you can get to that upright position again. And then one more time. Slowly take yourselves down, curl through each and every vertebra of that lower back. Lie yourselves flat onto the ground. One more time, lifting up. Exhale, strong. Good. Now, hold yourselves here. If it means pulling in on your rubber band, then that's what you're going to do. But if you can, try to lengthen those arms. And once you have that, try to drop the shoulders from your ears and lengthen the crowns. Now, this is not an easy position to hold, so do the best you can. And then if you can, drop the rubber band and see if you can hold it without the rubber band. Yay! Look at all you guys, fantastic. Fall forwards, legs long, and you're up. Okay, put those bands back around those feet if they moved, and you're gonna want the full length of your rubber band. Now, we're gonna flex our feet, our ankles are together, and if you can't get 90 degrees out of these hips, then please bend your knees as much as you need to. Now we're gonna sit up tall, and I want you to think about extension through both top and bottom of our bodies here. So let's work on the legs first. Sit up tall. If your legs are not bent, press your heels strongly. If they are bent, still press your heels strongly and get tall. Now, put a broomstick down your spine. Your head's gonna stay right above our shoulders. We're not gonna let the heads fall forward because they don't belong there. They belong on our shoulders. So big broomstick, inhale. As you exhale, lean forward, 45 degrees. Now, I want you to reach out of the crown, reach out of the heels, reach out of those tailbones. If your knees are bent, you're still gonna do that even though you don't get the lengthening through the legs. Now, draw your arms back so you have two chicken wings. Your shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other. We're going for triceps here. So when you're ready, extend the elbows long behind you, lengthen those crowns, come back. Now keep your chicken wings pulling strong. Every time we lengthen the arms behind us, lengthen the crown, press out of those heels. Feel both halves of our bodies getting longer. Your tummies are still drawing in and up. Shoulders are working hard to hold this position. Triceps are working hard just to get to extension. 3, 2, hold one long, center, you're up. Take the band away. Good. Now, grab your Oxford Dictionary for the next 2 if you're struggling with those lower backs and hips. I want you to sit up tall with your legs no wider than your mats. So just take them the width of your mats, and then take your rubber band wider so that we still have a pull, but it's not going to pull our shoulders out. Now we're going for saw, but the saw is going to be different. 1, because our legs aren't as wide, and 2, it's going to be more about our upper arms, our shoulders, and our backs. So sit up tall. Onto those Oxford Dictionaries if you have them. If not, bend your knees again. When you're ready, shoulders down, necks long, twist to one side, pull both arms long as you lean, and then come back to center, twist away. Reach both arms long as you lean. Now, you're going to be pulling both arms equally. You're going to look at the back arm. And if you need to, play with the strength of your band. I want you to keep the shoulders away from those ears, but there needs to be a big enough stretch and resistance from your band that you feel the shoulders and arms working, and you feel the lengthening coming out of opposite hip, opposite shoulder. Now, depending on how tight you are going to feel this still through those legs. But otherwise, it might just be a nice, comfortable lengthening as we work hard through these torsos. Reach away. Good. And away. And away. One more each side, folks. Back to center, away. Center, up. Nice work. Stay here. Now, bend those knees or stay on your dictionary. Open your rubber bands a little bit wider if they were slightly tight. Now this is going to feel very similar to what we did in standing. Drop our shoulders, necks long. I want you to twist to one side. Drop the back hand to the floor. It's just touching the floor. It's not leaning. Lift your other arm up and across to that diagonal. Now look at your hand. Push your armpit forward. Back to center. Good. Twist. Drop your back arm. The other arm pulls to the diagonal. The rubber band goes across your ribs and your chest. Look at the hand. Press the armpit forward. Center. Stay tall. Bend the knees if you need to. Drop. Lift. Look. Lift, push. Now what we should be feeling is that same lengthening and lift through our spines as we did in standing. But are you getting more of a push from your armpit? A greater opening up and strengthening through this shoulder. We've been working hard, so we should have more movement. We should have more height. And hopefully this doesn't feel too difficult to position. It is. It's harder to do this in seated than it is to do it in standing. Lengthen those shoulders, look with those eyes. Really reach and pull up out of our spines. One more each side. Let's lift, look, push, twist. Lift, look, push, center, relax. Nice work. Okay, okay, Carrie, you're gonna do this in seated. Everyone else flop down onto your tummies. Lie down completely flat, holding the bands out in front of you. Carrie, you're gonna either, actually Carrie, go, yeah, you're just gonna have to sit up, tall, legs long, and do a broomstick back as you, just like we did with our tricep dips. Instead of pulling the arms away, just use your back and push and pull. Okay, everybody else. Your ankles are together if it suits your hips and thighs and backs. If not, open them wide. Your arms are out in front. You can have a soft bend between shoulders and knee and elbows. Now, let's find our extension first. Tummies are in, ribs are flat. Lift up the heads only. Wiggle through these arms, through these shoulders, these ribs. Make yourselves long and tall here. Now, press through the crown, reach through the tailbone. Remember, the tailbone is hugely important in prone. And then come back down. Now, hold your connection. We're going to add weight now. Inhale. As you exhale, lift the head, pull the tailbone. Lift the arms, and then open them up across your chest if you can. Go long with the arms, come back down. Belly stay flat. Inhale. Exhale the heads, the arms. Open them up across the chest. Pull the tailbones to those heels. Go long and down. Keep your movement, head, arms, open. Now if you can't open these arms, just hold them out in front of you. It's heavy. Lift, lift, open, lengthen, tailbones, lengthen, crowns and toes. 4 more, up, up, open, reach. And again, up, up, open. And again, up, up, open. We're gonna try and hold our next one. Tummy strong. Lift the heads, lift the arms, open wide. Pull the tailbone, reach the toes, lengthen crowns. Go long, hold it, hold it, hold it. And you're down. Nice work. Give yourselves a wiggle, pull yourselves up and over into a child's pose. Open those knees, toes are together. Sit into your child's pose, and if child's pose isn't a good place for you, then maybe do cat and camel, or find another relaxation pose that you prefer. Have a nice big breath. And when you're ready, we're going to come up into a high kneeling position. Now, for whatever reason you don't like being on your knees, due to injuries or just due to sensitivity, stand up. Nothing I'm going to ask you to do you can't do from standing. You're going to take those arms about a third, and a third, and hold the band out in front of you. Now, take your knees as wide as you need to feel strong. We're going to lift these arms up overhead, shoulders stay down. Now, I don't want you to go over to the side as far as you can go. I want you to go over as long as you can go. So let's see if we can make this work. Necks long, crowns tall, shoulders down, ribs down, tummies in. When you're ready, tip to one side, but reach long. So go more towards the diagonal so you feel that top waistband really stretching. Pull the right arm down or the bottom arm down And now feel that oblique on that upper side connect. Use that to come to center. Good. Tip to the diagonal, pull down, connect into that upper oblique. Use it to draw to center. Drop your shoulders, tip, draw down. Use that muscle to pull back up. Tip, draw down, pull, drop your shoulders. Tip, draw down, pull, and again, tip, draw down. Use that strong oblique. Your tummy's still flat. Pelvic floors better be pulled in. You should feel them dragging up with that oblique. Drop your shoulders every time you come into center, please. Don't let them start to lift. Take it away. Hold your next one over. Reach long, draw down, and keep drawing. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up strong and away. Tip away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up strong and relax. Good. Shake out those shoulders. Nice work, folks. All right, let's drop those rubber bands. Take your shoulders, lift them up, slide them down. Now do it with a little bit more force. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. 2 more. 1 more. Take your arm, fling it across your chest, grab it, and pull it across. Lengthen out of the shoulder, that arm, breathe. Change sides. Pull it across. And center. Take both arms up to a V. Drop one behind you. Grab the elbow if you can. Inhale as you exhale. Try to pull down through that elbow. Reaching the hand between your shoulder blades. Up tall. Change sides. Draw down. And relax. Good. If you're in kneeling, tuck yourselves over into your ball shape or squat. If you're in standing, go down into a hamstring stretch. Find your breath, find your squat, and hold. And when you're ready, let's lift the bums up, drop the heads, legs lengthen. Now we're going to end this routine the same way we started. None of this is passive. Ground those feet. So let's spread them out. Press them into the ground. Let's inhale those tummies as we soften knees. Exhale, round ourselves back up. Stack the spine. Drop your shoulders. Lengthen your necks and crowns. Inhale strongly up to the ceiling. Exhale, blow it away as you drop your chins. Round through the upper, the middle, the lower. Come back down into your hamstring stretch. Lengthen the tailbone, soften, come back up. Use those tummies. Again, nothing is passive. Inhale, lift the weight of the world up above you. Exhale, drop the chins as we reach through. Rounding, lengthening. And we have 1 more. Soften those knees, drop your tailbone, stack the hips, peel the spines, feel as tall as you've ever felt. Inhale up nice and strong. Exhale the arms away. Take your shoulders back. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, folks. Let me get you off of mute. There we go. I hope everyone enjoyed that.